Nelly and Ashanti 2026, What No One Tells You About Season 2. Peacock just greenlighted season 2 of Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together. But fans are asking the same question. Can a marriage built on a decade of betrayal actually survive a reality TV show? In 2015, Ashanti told Meredith Vieira she was betrayed by a coward. Yet here we are in 2026. Today, we are looking at what nobody tells you about their rekindled contract and why this season might be their biggest test yet. Okay, let's get into this crazy story. Okay, like I said before, they are bringing back Ashanti and Nelly's new show. It's called We Belong Together, and it's on Peacock. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if the marriage can last that long. But before I get into the bad stuff, let's just go over the good stuff. The reason they're bringing it back, because it's a good show. It was honest. When I meant good, not good what's happening in the relationship, good that it was honest, they were open, it was refreshing. You know, we get tired of the same recycled reality TV shows. So that part was good. Also, the show kicked A. Okay, it was the second highest unscripted show on Peacock. I'm hearing rumors that if this is another successful season, they want to bring it to mainstream, probably Bravo, because you know they got that connection, sister companies. And this is just great because we don't have a lot of African American shows. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that are doing very, very well right out the box. I mean, they keep recycling and giving us different forms of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're over that. That's been over a decade ago. What else? Love and Marriage, Hip Hop. We're so over that. So it was refreshing. And here's a little trailer. Let me play this little trailer for you from last season.
Be bit dramatic.
In the beginning, we were still finding where we were going.
We were together off and on for 11 years before the final flaw.
I hated her.
I hated him. I didn't think that we would get back together.
She got me, y'all.
He wanted to get God. KK is my first child, so I'm a little more frantic.
My parenting style, just don't burn down the house.
Wake your ass up, it's daddy.
Stop. Your daddy is crazy. It says, yeah. Surprise! We have grown. We're adults.
But we're still trying to have fun.
There's a slot machine calling my name now.
But marriage is hard. Nelly and I didn't really finalize where we were going to live.
I've made it very clear how I felt. I'm not living in New York.
This is not going to work.
God damn, what's that on your finger? With our lives moving so fast. It's not perfect.
You got doo-doo drip.
But we can work our way through it.
Till death do us part.
We belong together.
No matter how much you get on my nerves.
It was really, really cute. It was a cute, real show. Now, that's why it got a second season. And I'm pulling for the show. But it does not mean the show is without problems. One big problem on the show or in the marriage is Nelly. Nelly is horribly immature. He really is. We got to see him not parent. He doesn't change a single diaper. He told her this. You can have him till he gets older. I'm not touching a single diaper. Okay. He didn't wake up in the middle of the night when the baby's crying and screaming. You know how you do. Your turn, my turn. No, it's Ashanti's turn 24 hours a day. So we started noticing that. We were like, then he had that problem for going for the red team. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It was Nelly at the big party. You got to listen to what I'm talking about. It was Nelly. It was Snoop Dogg. It was Soulja Boy. It's somebody else, and I'm missing it. They all decide to play for him at the big party, and black people, we wasn't having it. We was canceling Snoop. I mean, we just drugged Snoop through the mud, okay? And he deserved it. Like, we got to pull together during a time like this, and y'all gonna go play for the other team? Black people were not having it. Everybody was canceling them left and right, except for Nelly. Nelly didn't get canceled. And I think he didn't get canceled because we gave him a break because we like Ashanti so much. And she tried to talk some sense into him on the show. She was like, are you sure you want to do that? And remember, he was like, yeah, I'm sure. And then he came back out like, I'm doing it. If it wasn't for Ashanti, we gave Nelly mercy, okay? Because of Ashanti, she just had a baby. You know, we wanted everything to work out, but you know, we were side-eyeing him. We was like, no. So we gave him a lot of breaks. Also, the problem that he was having, he didn't know how to compromise. Remember, she wanted to live in New York. He wanted to live in Missouri, St. Louis at that. And he was like, nah, that's just my bottom line. Now, no. Marriage is about compromise, okay? And we don't see you compromising on a damn thing. Not one damn thing did he bend over backwards for. We were like, damn, Nelly kind of selfish. But we were still pulling for the show. One, it was an African-American show, so we really wanted it to succeed. Two, we liked Ashanti. But everybody was side-eyeing this relationship like, yeah, okay. It wasn't cute. Nelly, it was, your behavior was just despicable, to be quite honest. Now, don't forget, these two are comfortable with each other. They used to date before, back in the day. I believe 10 years they dated. And according to Nelly, they broke up because of Ashanti's wandering eye. But she came out and said, no, it wasn't me cheating. It was him, in so many words.
Anymore, and you said it basically came down to trust, and I think that is something that so many women deal with. How do you handle trust in relationships? Why do you think it's hard to trust somebody?
I think sometimes when people have their own insecurities, it allows them to act out of character. You know, I've been betrayed, and I feel like, again, you just have to grow. You have to grow up. You have to accept responsibilities for the things that you do. You know, I'm not a big fan of people being cowards. You know what I mean? So I think that it's just really important to know yourself and understand what you want and get it. You know, I'm in a different place right now.
He was immature. He was a cheater. Okay. And then he tried to put it on her. But she said that was like back in 2009, a long time ago. That relationship did not work because she also said immature. Nelly is horribly immature. And what stunts his growth is that he's rich and he's famous and he's good looking. They don't have to grow up for anything because you always got some desperate woman willing to put up with his nonsense. Okay, Nelly gets what he wants when he wants it. And we worried for you, girl. Okay, we are worried for our bestie, Ashanti. We are worried. So when they did break up, he picked I'm not going to call Chantel a go pick me, but he picked a woman that likes other rich men. Okay. I'm not going to call her a gold digger. I'm not going to go there that far. I'm going to say that Chantel Jackson wanted to be with Nelly so bad that he put her through a lot. So we have to take that in consideration when we judge this season. Okay. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Let's go over to some of the things that Chantel had to put up with Nelly. He starts dating Chantel. Now, Chantel used to date. This is a trip about Hollywood. It's like they all share dates. They all share women. Nelly started dating Chantel, who used to date Floyd Mayweather. And she's saying that Nelly is the love of her life. The rumors were instantly is that Nelly was cheating on her. All the time he was cheating on her. All kind of rumors going around about that. I guess at the beginning, she turned the other cheek because she kept saying, I want to build a life with Nelly. Okay, then cheating rumors first came out that Nelly had an affair with this woman. The woman ended up saying that he SA'd her, okay? And she went to sue Nelly. 3 more other women came out saying that Nelly R'd them there. Not SAR. Still, Chantel, she wasn't fake. She stood by his side. She came out and she was like, I know he effed up. We're dealing with that in our relationship, and to rebuild it and find trust again. Having to go through all of this publicly is the worst feeling ever. And then he mentally started getting accused of all kind of stuff. Do you guys remember when the word was out that Nelly was an addict? Let me play this old tape. This is old news, but it did happen, so I have to play it.
Good evening. Rap star and St. Louis native Nelly is facing multiple felony charges tonight. He was arrested this morning in Tennessee. Nelly, whose real name is Cornell Haynes, is charged with felony drug possession and possession of drug paraphernalia. A Tennessee state trooper stopped Nelly's bus this morning. Investigators say the officers searched the bus after noticing a strong smell of marijuana. Prosecutors say the trooper found meth, a small amount of pot, and several weapons. Nelly and another man were booked at the Putnam County Jail in Tennessee. Stay with News 4 for any new developments in this case.
What? You were a cheater and you had a substance abuse problem? We're going to pray for you, Ashanti. We're still pulling for the marriage, okay? This ain't no damn relationship. This is a marriage. We're hoping and praying that you changed, okay? So should we call that the Chantel years? I don't know. We got to take this into consideration when we're judging this upcoming season, which I'm told gonna be a mess, okay? But anyway, Chantel had to put up with all that, okay? She still wanted that. She still wanted him. She called him the love of her life. Is she just some kind of fool, or one of these women that just want rich men? Because, you know, word on the curb is now that she couldn't get Nelly back because Nelly moved on to Ashanti. She back with Floyd Mayweather, who's claiming to be broke because his business manager stole some of his money, okay? And to get the money back, he got to fight, what's his name, Manny Pacquiao. Them two old men fighting. Because now they need money. Okay, so Chantel thinks, well, maybe I can scoot back over to Floyd and wait for him to be done with Ashanti. I'm telling you, some women think like that, okay? Because why would you go back to Floyd Mayweather, who has a known reputation for putting his hands on women, went to jail for putting his hands on women, called you out, you had to sue him to leave you alone, and now you're back with him? Girl, you're back with him until things don't work out with Nelly, and you're going to make sure things don't work out with Nelly because you are always waiting in the wind. So that's another thing we got to take into consideration for this second upcoming season is that if Nelly leaves Ashanti for any reason or vice versa, or they just have a small argument because he's so rich and famous, you got a line of women waiting for him with the Chantel standing at the front of the line. Ooh, pick me, me. Ooh, me again. She wants her man back. And remember, she started coming up with schemes. I did a video on this just about 2-3 years ago when she was trying to get Nelly back. Take a listen. Up, he starts dating Chantel. Now, Chantel used to date. This is a trip about Hollywood. It's like they all share dates. They all share women. Nelly started dating Chantel, who used to date Floyd Mayweather. And she's saying that Nelly is the love of her life. The rumors were instantly is that Nelly was cheating on her. All the time he was cheating on her. All kind of rumors going around about that. I guess at the beginning she turned the other cheek because she kept saying, I want to build a life with Nelly. Okay, then cheating rumors come out. First came out that Nelly had an affair with this woman. The woman ended up saying that he SA'd her, okay? And she went to sue Nelly. 3 more other women came out saying that Nelly R'd them there. Not SAR. Still, Chantel, she wasn't fake. She stood by his side. She came out and she was like, I know he effed up. We're dealing with that in our relationship, and to rebuild it and find trust again. Having to go through all of this publicly is the worst feeling ever. And I have to pause this for a minute because I did this video 3 years ago. I had forgot that somebody accused him some 3 people, not somebody, some people accused him of hiring them. He got that in his past too. Let's keep going. And then Nelly started getting accused of all kind of stuff. Do you guys remember when the word was out that Nelly was an addict? Let me play this old tape. This is old news, but it did happen, so I have to play it.
You know what? My ex and I, we didn't end on bad terms. And
your ex being Nelly, right?
That's it. It's all coming back to me now. He was going through all kind of hell with women saying he was hiring them, drug problems, all this. And Chantel allegedly, because this is crazy, breaks up with him because who's going to put up with all that? But physically tells people, but I didn't mean for it to be a permanent break. So take a listen.
My ex being Nelly, yes.
Because y'all were together for like what? How many years? Chantel?
7 years. We were together for 7 years.
And we didn't even know that y'all had broke up. I'm just being, because I'd be like looking. And we didn't know. What happened? Do you care to share?
And him being on the road, me being on the road less with him, we started to grow apart. And it just became an issue with, you know what? What are we doing? What are we going to do? And
so it's a break, essentially.
Yeah, you can say that, a break.
That girl's out of her mind. So she breaks up with Nelly, hoping and praying that he comes back. So while she was pretending to be on a permanent break, he was on a real break and gets back with Ashanti. Like women who do that, you don't play with your relationship. Either you're in or you're out, okay? So when Ashanti enters the picture, she tried to get him back, y'all. She tried to get him back. Remember this? Saying she's trying to seduce Nelly into, remember how good this was? Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me? Let me put this up here.
What's she doing?
Now, that's not the original music. I couldn't play the original music. So I used a sample from Stunna Girl, which she said we can use. Stunna Girl from Baddies. So the fans in the chat are saying, she's doing this because she's trying to get to Nelly. So she's posting these risque things here. And then that is kind of risque.
On me, I ain't gonna stop you. But them bitches only want you because I got you.
So she posted with another song. And in this song, she's saying, you know that no other woman can fulfill you like I did. But she put the words up there and the chat went crazy. Girl, that's Ashanti's man. Leave him alone. He don't want you. He don't want you. If he wanted you, he would be with you. But anyway, so everybody goes in uproar, reads the words. The words can be very, she said that no one gets as wet as she does. Well, so the chat put a stop to it. They ran over to Ashanti and was tweeting her, oh, she's trying to get your man. She's trying to talk to your man. So Ashanti responded. So I only can play a certain amount of the clip, but she says, you're desperate, you're looking for attention, and you're a B.
Yeah, bitch.
Now, of course, the clip was longer and she had a couple of more words for her, but basically she kept calling the girl a B. They're saying she's trying to. These are all the things we have to take in consideration for season 2, is that Nelly has women waiting for him on the sidelines just in case things don't work out with Ashanti. That makes for a hard relationship, okay? Because here you got these psycho women with the leader being Chantel. Now, I don't know if you're really crazy or not, but I have to call you crazy for this video because I think you're crazy, okay? You're psycho crazy. You're desperate. You want a man that bad. You let him do all this stuff to you. Anyway, I'm hearing is pretty bad because, them people work with Bravo. So I know a lot of people over there, and they're saying that these are the issues they're going to deal with on the upcoming season. They said that Nelly's struggling with loneliness. Oh, God. Lonely? How are you lonely and you got an infant in the house? You're not up to your old tricks, are you? Are you, Nelly? Okay, they're saying he's dealing with loneliness. He still doesn't help out with the baby. Ashanti's wanting baby number 2. I don't know if he's mature enough for baby number 1. And then he really goes in with his MEGA ways. Okay. Team Red, even worse than before. Yes, people, he studied performing for them, and because he's one of them. And then we always have the base problem, which is marriages that put themselves on national television. It usually causes some kind of trouble with the marriage. So we're going to be watching because we support Ashanti. We're going to be praying because they do get along. They have a child together. And we're going to pray that Nelly has gotten rid of his wicked ways. Okay? So I don't know if this is a blessing or a curse, but you have a huge fan base, Ashanti, and we got our eyes on Nelly. If he do anything, we calling you, girl, okay? Because you might want to slow it down with baby number 2. That's just my opinion, okay? But I still support the show. I will watch the show. It's called We Belong Together on Peacock. Now, let me know your comments. Before I go, I have to say this. Chantel is a stalker, okay? A crazy stalker. That's all I'm going to say right now. Because I know a lot of what's getting ready to happen, and we got to break it off into pieces. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Let me know your comments down in the comment section. Until next time, bye for now.
And obviously, me and my family and my wife and my children will be second season of our show that people can watch on Peacock right now. And we truly appreciate everybody that supported us. Thank you so much.